Hi guys, and welcome to another video from prematchtrading.com. These are the markets we're going to trade and scalp, the under over 1.5, and the reasons being that they are misaligned. Betfair has it a lot lower than PMT. PMT is telling us it should be higher. So we're going to get in the queue, lay over 1.5, but we're going to do a little P&L what if, which you can do via the settings, and this is quite a useful little tool to see where you stand if you're not using BetAngel, Grus, etc. So we're actually showing there that if you actually get matched at 1.58 and 2.72, then we'll actually make a small profit. And basically you only need to get matched on one side to do this. So you can recycle many times over and over. We know the price is wrong. PMT is telling us that. And these are the correct prices on the right hand side. Over 1.5 should be 1.61. So it's a case of getting in the queue. We will wait there. Going to raise it to 1.59 and be near the front of the queue. That was a trade that was done earlier. Just on the 2-0 that was flagged up and posted in the chat room. And we're going to keep an eye on the markets and see what happens. Once they change, we posted the 2-0 tip in the IPT and PMT chat rooms. The best chat rooms we feel on the net. We have a great bunch of guys. A lot of excellent traders who post their tips, advice, strategies, all sorts of things, and we work together in a friendly, respectful environment, and more often than not we make money, and that's the name of the game. You know, we have a laugh. You can see the profits there from several guys, and it is a great place to be. So that was flagged earlier. What we find is, personally, the correct score takes a little bit more time to get matched than the under over 1.5, 3.5 and 4.5 markets. So they're the ones that some traders prefer to trade and get involved on. So going back to the under over 1.5, we've been matched at 1.59. Now again, we're just showing you how adjusting each price, you can see the profits or loss in front of you. So where to get in, go lower, go higher. There's profits on 2.66, 2.68, 2.7. And we're keeping an eye. What we're keeping an eye on really is Ukraine. If their price starts to drift as the favourite, then unders should drop further down. Now, if unders comes down, then obviously the other unders comes down as well. The under 1.5, 3.5, 4.5, and the lower scores like 0-0, 1-0, 0-1, 1-1. They will follow. The match odds and the 2.5 markets are the most liquid markets. They change, they alter the prices in the other markets. That's how the PMT tool works. It works on the slight lull and delay while the other markets adjust and correct themselves. And it works very well. We've been reviewed by several sites. Given the thumbs up. It's won the product of the year award 3 years running, and it's a brilliant bit of kit for pre-match profits. And this is all we do. We go in, we recycle over and over again. The profits soon build up. We lay first because most traders like to back, so by laying first you get matched quicker. We go in about an hour before kickoff, and we just get in the queue. We go back in several times over, right up to just before kickoff, where more often than not we trade out for a level green, or sometimes on the previous video we take those profits in play when we have a strong sort of view opinion on it. Tend to use BetAngel, but for tutorial video purposes just using the Betfair interface screen. When you've got a ladder and all the graphs etc in front of you on one page and the PMT game on the other page, it certainly makes it a lot easier to trade. So you might have seen a little bit earlier the draw inflation was pretty low. The draw at the time is 3.45. It's now come down to 3.4. When a draw inflation is 5 or below, what we normally find is that the draw comes down and or the away side will drift. And the opposite happens when the draw inflation is sort of 17% or above. What we tend to do is lay the draw and or back the underdog. One or both of these things will happen. So the DI is now 8%, it's corrected itself, and it's good to go. So we've just got money in the market. We are getting in and out either side, laying unders, laying overs, keeping an eye on the prices. You can see there the drop in the under 2.5. That drops everything else around it. The unders 0-0, 1-1, 1-0, 0-1 would also drop. And obviously the opposite will happen as well. Obviously the bigger scores, they will drift up and out. So that's what we normally see when we see a favourite drifting. The market expects less goals, so unders and everything come in, come down. And as you see on that page there, everything is to trade except the match odds on the under over 2.5 PMT prices. They are over round Betfair figures. So all the other PMT markets you see there are for trading. We normally have Pinnacle and SBO prices as well, but Pinnacle have been pretty lousy these Euros. Their API has been there have been issues non-stop. But for domestic leagues, we always show Pinnacle and SBO prices as well. So there we go. We're just going in and out, laying under overs. You can use the settings, top right hand corner, to see where you stand by inputting the figures there. So you can see when you've got a red, when you've got a green. And again, the price is wrong. And that's all there is to it. It really is. It's not a hard tool to use. We have a lot of traders making £300, £400, £500 a week plus. We find the ones that sort of stick with it do very well. Some give up far too easily after a day or two. But like anything in your life, if you stick with it and you're determined, then you'll do very well with the tool. Just showed you our chat room there. That's England's finest. He's our racing professional. Very good. He's had 38 out of 40 back-to-lay winners. And he makes money, which is a free little bonus for our subscribers. So there we go. Getting close to kickoff now. We're 10 minutes away from kickoff. Just going back in, trying to make a last little bit of money just before kickoff. Never take it in play. You'll lose. If you have got a red screen, then just accept. Take the loss. but more often you should do very well using the PMT tool. Just trying a sneaky little lay and back just before the off. Unders have come down, so that's good for our overs lay. That means that overs will drift and unders will drop further. So there's not much at 2.56 you can see, but we're getting dangerously close to kickoff. I want to come out of this trade, sit and watch the game with the profits, and that's all there is to it. You're just recycling the same stakes over and over again. If you can do this 10, 15 times a week, and there are plenty of games to choose from that have decent liquidity, televised games, internationals, Europa, Champions League, then you will certainly make good money from it.